Sometimes I like to go on Snapchat and I just read the messages that you guys send me. If you don't have me on Snapchat, by the way, feel free to add me, because for me, it's a fun way for me to interact with you guys, see some of the problems you're having, even sometimes give you solutions. But there's one kind of question that I honestly hate to get. And it's probably the most common question that I get as well. And it's not a specific question, but it's a certain type of question that I just seem to get on a daily basis. But it's when someone sends me a message, and first of all, this is someone who I've never talked to before in my life, and I shouldn't even call it a message because it's more like I'm opening it and it's like a document, it's like a report. I feel like I just opened an ebook, and if I don't read the entire ebook and give a review, then like I'm being rude to the book. But it's not a book, it's a person. And so I start reading it because obviously this is some serious shit going on considering how much they posted. And then I start to realize this is all about one specific person. And they're just telling me some long backstory that I don't care about, no offense. That's why I've made a rule: anytime someone sends me a question now, it has to be 5 lines or less, otherwise I don't read it. And no, that doesn't make me a bad person. It means I have boundaries, okay? I don't owe anyone anything. I do these because I enjoy it and because I enjoy helping you. I also say that, I put that in the video because if people are asking for a lot from you and you feel like you're giving more than you're receiving in return, you don't owe them anything either. That's the only reason I'm saying that. That's all. But anyway, the reason I bring that up is because these people are asking for advice on one person, and I know they're asking, how do I get that person to like me? And from now on, I'm not even going to answer the question, I'm just going to send them a link to this video. Because there is a much bigger problem going on here that is underneath the surface that they don't even realize they have. And me being someone that you look to for advice to help you better your life, I'm not going to give you the advice that you want to hear, I'm going to give you the advice that you need to hear. And look, I love you, okay? That's the only reason I'm telling you this. If I didn't care about you, I wouldn't give you the truth. I would just tell you what you want to hear. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if I showed you how to get them to like you. The truth is, you are way too needy. And I am not going to sit here and supplicate to your neediness and help you just further that problem that you have. Because if I did do that, I feel like I would be a bad person. So today, we are going to make a video that is long overdue, that is about how to not be needy ever again. And the way we're going to do it, I'm going to give you 5 ways, roughly 5 ways in this video that you can start doing today so that you can ever avoid falling into that trap of becoming needy in the first place. In fact, leave a comment down below. Are you watching this video because you're needy for someone right now and you just want to stop? Or is it because you don't know if you're being needy and you don't want to be needy? Or you just none of the above and you just find this entertaining? Feel free, let me know in the comment section down below. But I want to go over 5 ways in this video. Are you ready? Do you want to learn this? Give this video a thumbs up down below if this is something that you are happy I'm making a video about so that I can know. But with that being said, are you ready to get started? Great, let's begin. Number 1, this is the most important thing I want you to take away from this video. Stop looking to them for any kind of validation. I get it. You feel good when you talk to them. In fact, the things they say make you feel good about yourself. That's great. I'm happy for you, but here's the problem with that. If they are your source of happiness and validation and they make you feel better when you're around them than when you are not around them, what does that mean? It means they have power over you and your emotions. Am I right? And when they have that power over you, it means they can pull that shit out from under you and knock you on your ass whenever they want. I just made a video about how to love yourself more. The reason I made that video is because I knew I was going to make this video, and the whole topic of learning to love yourself more is a whole video in and of itself. So I decided, instead of saying I would make that video in the future, I just decided to make it before I made this video so you guys can see it, instantly if you haven't seen it already. So if you haven't seen that video yet, I highly urge you to check that out and then come back to this video after, because learning how to love yourself so that you don't need validation from anyone else is one of the most important things you can ever learn to do. You know what I mean? Like, the way I see it, like the way I feel is that the only person that you can 100% guarantee is never going to validate you and then take it away from you is yourself. Does that make sense? Like, I don't think you should ever rely on anyone else to feel good about yourself. So that is number 1. Now, number 2, we need to talk about how often you're hitting the other person up. It's almost like addicting. Like, you hit them up a little bit, they respond once, you're like, oh good, they responded, and then you feel like you want to hit them up again so you can get that validation again. It kind of ties in with the first thing. But I want to go a little bit more in depth with that, because if you're always the one hitting them up first, that's a problem. You've probably heard that advice before, right? And also, if they're always hitting you up first, you should feel inclined to hit them up first once in a while as well. That way you have a good back and forth. It's about having equal balance of communication, but sometimes when when you start to like someone, you start getting a little bit needy. That rule, you just throw it out the window. You're like, well, if they're not gonna text me first every single day, then I gotta text them first. That way they know that I'm still alive. Don't worry, I'm pretty sure they know you're still alive. I'm just saying. So I'm gonna give you a rule that you are going to live by for the rest of your life. Probably not, but just, when you think you're being needy with someone, just use this rule so that you don't become too needy to the point where you're needy and they get turned off by it and then they're actually pushed away because you just keep pursuing them. It's very complicated. I'll try and explain it slowly. That way you can follow it. If you have to replay the video a couple times, that's completely fine. I call it the every third day rule. And I know what you're thinking, Tom, what's the every third day rule? I'm glad you asked, camera that I'm talking to right now. Well, it's when you text the person every third day. And that's it. Every third day. It's about giving them enough space for them to be able to reciprocate and come and talk to you first. And it's also not too much time for where if you're not talking to them at all, like they kind of just forget about you. It's pretty simple, right? Like, is that something that's doable? I think so. Make sure you don't get too annoying with hitting them up too much, and you're also not talking to them not enough to the point where they forget you. I think it's like that perfect in-between balance. And also, if you use this method for a long period of time and you realize you guys only seem to be talking every third day, maybe that means they're not as interested in you as you are in them. I will say though, sometimes people just get busy and, they don't have time to respond to text messages. So, gauge this over the course of a couple of weeks, maybe even a couple of months before you make your final call. But the next one that I want to talk about, and this one might actually be one of the most effective ones that we talk about, but it's really simple. It's 2 words, okay? Be busy. The busier you are enjoying your own life, the less time you have to spend wanting them to make your life more interesting. And also, that makes you less needy, and guess what that does? That makes you more attractive. Oh my god. There's 2 words that I hear people say all the time, and these are 2 words that you'll never hear me say, okay? I'm bored. I'm never bored because I have so much shit that I'm doing with my life that I never have enough time in the day to finish anything. I got Attract Academy videos that I'm making every single week. I got private clients that I'm working with now. I got YouTube videos that I'm working on. I got gym sessions I have to go to, friends I'm hanging out with. I don't have time to worry about any individual person, even if I wanted to. Think about it like this. If over half of your pictures on Instagram are you taking a selfie, your life is not that interesting. Think about it. Just loving your life and everything you're doing on a daily basis and the things you get to look forward to in your life, that makes you more attractive. Isn't that exciting? But you should have a checklist of 3 things that you're doing every single day for your own personal growth. If you want a little more guidance on what those things should be, I recommend 3. 1 thing that keeps you creative, 1 thing that keeps you healthy, and 1 thing that is a skill or a passion that you want to work on that potentially someday could make you money. Can you see yourself doing that? Is that something that is realistic for you? That was one of the main things I wanted to focus on when I made Attract Academy. I wanted to make it so that people had 1 thing they could do every single week to focus on improving themselves. Because a lot of people, if you're watching this video and you think today is the first day of the rest of your life and from here on out you're gonna be a new person, guess what? I'll give you 48 hours. Because it doesn't work like that. You don't transform into a 100% new person overnight. No one can do that. But there is something that anyone can do, which is focus on making yourself 1% better every single day. If you can make yourself 1% better every single day, where are you going to be in a year? You're gonna be way better than you were today. If you can focus on small 1% actions every single week that make you a better version of yourself, you will see more transformation over the course of a month than just deciding because you watch 1 video that you're gonna be an amazing person now. And I truly believe that you can do that because you're watching this video. You've watched this video this far in. You honestly want to improve yourself. You're not just watching this because you're bored. So the question is, if there is someone in your life who you like and you're not being needy or clingy to them right now, do you want to make them like you back? If you're someone who has a specific person in mind and you just want a little bit of guidance on getting them to like you back, there's a couple things you can do. I have some other videos you can check out about how to make a guy like you more. I have plenty of material on YouTube. I recommend that one. I have no idea what video that is. I'm just saying that because I know when I post this, I will know by then. But if you like this video, if this is something that has helped you improve your life, even just 1%, you should see the stuff that I don't post on YouTube. Which is why I decided today I'm gonna be giving out a small sample of Attract Academy. It's 1 video that everyone just seems to love who's in the Academy. It's called the Attraction Sequence, which is the exact sequence that you can use to make someone more attracted to you. And also it's really nice because you're not actually doing anything. It's things you're making them do for you that makes them like you more. So it's kind of like how to make them needy for you instead of you you being needy for them. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, there's gonna be a link in the description down below. If you don't want to make the guy you like literally become needy for you, don't watch that video. But if that's an ability that you would just like to have, like just something you would want to know for the rest of your life, click the link down below, get more information. Otherwise, just click on one of the videos that are around my face right now. You can also do that. And also, if this is your first time ever watching one of my videos and you don't hate my face, feel free to subscribe and hit that little bell notification because we make videos like this every single week. And guys, that's really all I've got to say on it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next Monday. Peace.